So, you made the unfortunate investment decision to buy into a Micro Four Thirds loser system, and you're regretting it, but there's hope. There's hope on that horizon, my friend. There's been lenses announced that intrigue the mind, body, and face. It's this one. Does it compare to that one? Let's find out.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Detected my alien face. They put a box around it. Do it again. Hide my head, but keep the alien head. Oh, god damn it. It didn't work. It's unrepeatable results. So when this lens was announced, it was intriguing. It was like the first lens in a real long time that Panasonic or Olympus announced. And it was like, wow, 10 to 25 f1.7 zoom? Can you even imagine? But you do the equivalence math, and you're like, oh, 3.4 equivalent. It's worse than any zoom in the full frame industry. That's embarrassing. And it's bigger and more expensive. That's when you realize you invested in the wrong ass product. But you push on and you go to work every morning with a smile on your face, frowning inside, but you make it work. I'll be honest with you, when this lens was first announced, I already had this little bad boy, the Leica 15mm f1.7, and I thought, that's in here. It's already in there, and look at the size difference. It's like, pick your focal length. Unless you really need that 10 millimeters or a 35 or whatever. It doesn't do 35. Oh, do your research, you piece of shit. Unless you need another focal length than that, you'd be a fool. You'd be an absolute fool to go with the weight and size and spend more money for it. So we're gonna compare. We're gonna compare 15mm 1.7 on this versus that. See if there's a difference. And we will abandon the Panasonic S1H that is filming us right now. It is so glorious, I can't even imagine how glorious it is for you. You're so lucky to be able to witness this. We all are. Don't make me give it back. I think I lost it, actually. I can't give it back. That's the Samsung filming us. I lost it. I'm sorry, Henrys. I'll never do it again. I promise. My future videos look amazing because they're on the Samsung. That's not it in the background. Oh god. Oh good, my chair's hiding it. I mean, hiding nothing. Let's move on. I was about to switch over to the GH5S when I thought, we haven't even tested the 4K here yet. So just a little moment. Appreciate it. 4K 24p, full frame sensor. All the other modes, 60p, that's all Super 35 shit. So, cropping in, oh my god, detail not even lost. Cropping in further. Alright, we're getting a little personal now. Mind your own business, maybe. Cropping it, oh, okay. Alright, you win this round. So this is 4K 10-bit 422, 150 megabits per second, compared to the 1080p, 200 megabits per second, but less resolution. Does it even matter? Side by side. Is 4K a myth? Crop in a bit. Oh, is it a myth or not? You be the judge. Okay, let's test the other lenses. Alright, so now we're on the Leica 15mm f1.7. We're on autofocus, so bear with the GH5 autofocus pony of life. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put an absolute moron who would buy this giant lens instead of this one right next to me to compare how he looks in the face compared to me, smart consumer. Sure, a friend sent me this lens. I paid for the customs fee. It's a lot. It's like $24 or something. I'm privileged. I'm a privileged white male, I get it. No pity over here. I didn't ask for any. So, take a note, what looks better? Is there any difference at all at 15mm? I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it myself. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna switch the lens. We'll finish the video on this thing. So now we're on the Leica Zoom Mambo Jambo lens. Freaking Mambo Jambo. It's giant. It's giant. So we've switched it out. Look how much more reasonable. You didn't even know there was a lens on there. You're like, why don't you put a lens on your camera? You You just like the lens cap? I do. What happens? What happens? Oh wow. Oh wow. GH5, dual pixel in your heart. I believe it. Oh, I was blocking the light. I tried to replicate 15 mils. Unfortunately, this is what I was talking about on the Panasonic S1H. When I zoom in, it shows up on the screen, whereas here I can't tell. There's nothing. Maybe there's an option, I doubt it. I freaking doubt it. So I zoomed, and there's notches 14 to 18. So I went halfway between a 16, and then halfway between the 14 and the... Where roughly, did I nail it? I nailed it so hard, I should have been a carpenter. Freaking working for Home Depot. I might do that. So if I'm just judging by this screen, and just never do that. So many times when I was vlogging with that Panasonic S1H, I was like, oh, it looks pretty stable on here. Then I get it into the old lab. It's unusable. Unusable footage. It's not stable enough for handheld, even though it's IBIS, dual IBIS it had. In the lens and the body, working together to ruin my life. It wasn't happening. So if you know that 15 millimeters is your length and you're happy there, who wouldn't be? Just get the little guy. It's cheaper, lighter. Light gear is so fun. It makes it fun. Like you take it out, it's like, oh, this is nothing. Oh, look at that. You're filming things, you're happier. Your audience sees that, they feed off your happiness. Everybody's getting a meal tonight. I would go for this, but that's where it gets tricky, don't it? Don't it, my friend? Because we now have a zoom range to play with, don't we? You could, theoretically, show all the garbage in my house, all the camera equipment and boxes everywhere. Oh, I did not plan this. I did not think this through. So now we're coming in here, completely different shot. Compared to the last one, did you focus? We focused. But this admittedly is a completely different feel. I kind of like it. The wide is fun, especially when you got a little blurry background in your life. Dare I dream about it? I like it. And then we can go the opposite end. Dare we dream? Dare we dream this right now? One lens. You just completely changed your setup. People are going to be asking you, what camera are you using now? Same one. I didn't change anything. I just zoomed in. I just turned a knob. Turn your knob. That's illegal. Honestly, before I just did this, I was fully convinced 100% to get that one. To recommend everybody get that. Now that I've seen how fun it is to zoom, I can completely change my face. Let's do a side by side. Here's my face at 50 mils, 25 for Micro Four losers. Let's compare it. How do I look? Compared to that guy, that's a 10 millimeter face. What does he do for a living? He scrubs toilets. I do. He keeps what he finds there, by the way. That's embarrassing. Why do he does it? He can't sell it. It's a safety hazard, health hazard. I wouldn't do it if I were you. But he does. That's fine. So who looks better? Who gets more dates? Who has more hamsters? I would. Of course I do. Now I want to keep this lens. Oh, Panasonic, what have you done to me? I'll trade you for the S1H, but I lost it, so. I used to be a prime lens guy. I think I still am, but the zooms are growing on me because it's not all about the ultimate blurry background, get it as blurry as possible, like nobody gives a shit. And the zoom versatility, that helps. Out in the field, I was able to get slow motion squirrel action because I had 105 on the long hand. Can you believe that squirrel? He's just dancing around. It wasn't long enough. I would have preferred a 20 to 200. Then we're talking 18 to 200. f2.8. Built-in ND filter. It's not too much to ask. You're too much to ask for help. If I was drowning in a lake of ketchup. So what are your thoughts? Zooms versus primes. What's the ultimate answer? I always would have said primes, but now I'm thinking maybe it is more fun to have the zoom. If it's a good zoom. That Samsung 2 to 2.8, kind of fun. This one, nice. I don't like the f4 zooms though. That's lame. Get over yourself. we're done. Thank you so much for watching a Panasonic autofocus episode. Panasonic GH5S. Greatest camera. Donated by Marcus Pix. Go subscribe to him. Thank you so much. I love this camera. Nothing can beat it. Even the S1H. Debatable. Debatable. This is comparable. Even autofocus wise. Look at that. So fast. Sure, it didn't get it yet. There it is. And it comes back to me instantly. I love this. Fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna leave. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.